In the world of the elite, money is a weapon. Malik Shah, the king of steel, a man of tradition. His son, Rayyan, a tech genius who believed in the future. One roof, two empires, and a silence that cost millions. Take over the factories. Rayyan, tradition is your blood. Tradition is a cage. Dad, I'm building a digital world. Your world is built on thin air. It has no soul. Watch me turn that air into gold without your help. That night, the son chose pride over inheritance. He left with nothing but his laptop and a dream. The war of the billionaires had officially begun. Old money versus new tech. Only one would survive. For 2 years, Rayyan worked in the shadows. He gathered the best minds, the rebels of Silicon Valley. They were building an AI that would change logistics forever. The first version went viral. The world took notice. Suddenly, Rayyan was the name on every investor's lips. Millions turned into hundreds of millions in months. He bought the biggest office in the city, taller than his father's. He felt he had finally won. He was a self-made man. Back at the mansion, Malik read the news in silence. He didn't call. He didn't send a message. Rayyan thought his father was jealous of his speed. I don't need him, Rayyan told himself every night. But behind the scenes, a different story was unfolding. Whenever Rayyan's rivals tried to block him, they vanished. Malik was using his old world power to clear the path. Let the boy play. Remove anyone who plays dirty with him. Rayyan thought it was his genius that won the contracts. He had no idea his father was the invisible shield. Malik didn't want his son to know. Pride is a fragile thing. The Shah name was becoming a global brand. Malik was hiding a secret of his own. His time was short. He was lonely, but he wouldn't break the silence. Rayyan's hate was his fuel. He wanted to crush his father's legacy. He's just like me, Malik whispered to the empty room. By year 4, Rayyan was a multi-billion. He lived a life of ultimate excess and ego. He publicly mocked traditional industries at every chance. Each word was a dagger to the man who built the city. He was the youngest Deccan founder in history. I'll buy that old mill just to tear it down, he laughed. Malik's factories were slowing down. The world was changing. Rumors said the Shasteel Empire was in trouble. The old dinosaur is finally going extinct, Rayyan thought. Rayyan threw a party that cost $5 million. Malik was selling his personal assets one by one. He's almost ready, Malik said, looking at the stars. Then the unthinkable happened. The global market crashed. Tech stocks were the first to burn. The bubble burst. In one day, Rayyan lost $3 billion. How can the money just vanish? It's code. The genius was suddenly a victim of his own game. His friends stopped taking his calls. He needed $200 million to stop a hostile takeover. Every bank in the country said no. He was too risky. He held his thumb over Dad for 10 minutes. I'd rather lose everything than beg him. His employees started quitting. The ship was sinking. He was a king without a kingdom, a billionaire without a cent. He spent the next week begging for a miracle. Business is business. Rayon, you're finished. Assets were being seized. His pride was being crushed. He realized he had no one, no family, no real friends. The self-made man was finally seeing the truth. He saw his father's business was also shutting down. He felt a pang of guilt, but it was too late. For a moment, he thought about ending it all. A legal firm from London wanted an urgent meeting. A bailout? He wondered, from who? The lawyers looked at him with pity and respect. Sign this, and your debt is gone. All of it. $200 million. An unconditional investment. The lawyer shook his head. He wishes to remain anonymous. His company was saved. He was back in the game. Within a month, Rayan's company bounced back. He was even more successful than before. We are invincible, he told the cameras. He hired the best private investigators to find the source. It took a while, sir. The money was moved through 10 countries. The source wasn't London. It wasn't a bank. Rayan's heart stopped. It can't be. The truth was screaming in his ears. The mansion was empty. No guards, no staff. The furniture was gone. The paintings were removed. He drove to the old textile factory, the one he mocked. The heat was gone. Only the smell of old iron remained. Malik looked tiny in the middle of the massive hall. Malik didn't look up. He was staring at a broken loom. Malik finally looked at him. His eyes were pale. Rayan looked around the empty factory. You sold the mills, all of them. But they were happy to buy my land and machines. Why? You hated my business. You said it was air. It didn't matter what I thought. It mattered that it was yours. A father's job isn't to be right. It's to be the floor when his son falls. Rayan realized that every success he had was paid for. While Rayan was partying, Malik was liquidating his life. Malik smiled weakly. No, the age of steel is over, son. I just wanted to make sure you were there to lead it. He saw the label. Cancer, stage 4.
Long enough to see you win.
No billionaires, just a father and a son. Malik's pride was in Rayan, not in the money. Don't be sorry, Malik whispered. Be worth it. The greatest billionaire in the world was losing his life. Malik closes his eyes, leaning his head back. The King of Steel had finally found his peace. 1 year later, a new empire rose from the dust. Rayan didn't just build a tech company. He used his billions to modernize his father's dream. He never forgot the man who stayed in the shadows. He stopped being a self-made man and became a legacy man. He looked at his son and made a silent vow. He understood now. Money is just a tool for love. He left the billionaire lifestyle of fame behind. True wealth isn't what you have in the bank. Don't wait for a crash to call your father. Because a father's love is the only true billion. If you want to meet me again, the billionaire whose father was a retired teacher, you will find exactly that person on your screen. The video will show you everything. I am the one you will meet.